If you want to show us some love, donate at rubydaytv.com, the home of all my exclusives, and don't forget to leave the show a rating or a review. Thanks to Tantaley for sponsoring today's episode. Tantaley has everything you need for your next self-care moment, with a wide range of high-quality companion dolls to fit any taste. So make sure to check out Tantaley and use code RUBYDAY to get 12% off your purchase. Realism redefined. You deserve the best experience. So lifelike, you'll be amazed at how real they feel. Two of my favorite things. One of them I totally geek out on, and the other one, I have so many ways that I like to express it. We're talking about toys and aftercare. Toys and aftercare, and just toys and aftercare. On this week's Love Shot, I'm Ruby Day.
And I'm Olivia. Sounds like a juicy topic.
It's a bit of a loaded topic.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is, because toys, when it comes to adult toys, that is my geek.
Oh, it is.
I am mechanical about it. I am technical about what I like, what I look at, I totally geek out on it. It's kind of like Christmas, or like when Apple launches its brand new iPhone. That's me and sex toys. I totally geek.
I will say you have more sex toys than anybody I've ever known. Literally, you have her closet, her second bedroom closet.
It's overflowing.
She has a garage full of toys. I mean, they're everywhere, all over her house. She's got toys.
I've actually met somebody or known of someone who has more sex toys than I do.
Really?
And more techie about their sex toys.
Oh my God, I want to meet that person.
And I was like, oh, we have got to talk. We spent hours, and it was great because we were just right on the same page.
Oh, wow.
But sex toys. I like all kinds of sex toys. I like companion dolls. I like
I've heard
torsos, butts, vibrators, thrusters,
Yeah.
fuck machines,
Oh my
swings, liberators, which are an addition to the sex toys. It's kind of an enhancer in my book. Gosh, glass dildos, metal dildos.
sex machines, but I guess you kind of said that another way. Yeah.
Toys that gyrate, vibrate.
Oh,
I
vibrate.
can rock on. I can sit on. They help. There's toys to help stretch. There's toys. Oh my gosh, it's like this whole fantasy world that's just, what can I do?
I do not have that much experience with as many toys as you do, but I have about 5 vibrators that I love. And I keep extras charged, always, because one always goes out.
You have to. So if one goes out right before you're ready to orgasm, you can grab another one.
A new toy I saw recently, and I thought it was pretty far out, is a vibrating, is bra cups to stick inside your bra.
Yeah,
and
I've seen those.
And I go, oh my gosh, I may have to get one of those. I've never seen anything like it before. It was really far out. Obviously, you could with a phone or like a phone remote. You could buzz your partner with them.
So they were Bluetooth.
They were Bluetooth.
Oh my gosh!
Bluetooth. So basically, anywhere in the world, if you were wearing
them,
ladies,
I love those.
Your man or
that
your
has
lady,
an app.
Yeah, they have an app, and you could literally buzz them or turn on the vibration or all these different modes. And the vibrations have like all these different modes. There was more than a dozen different vibration modes. And I'm thinking, and I'm a woman who really gets stimulated from my nipples. I mean, I literally can have an orgasm from my nipples being vibrated on.
And see, mine, I mean, they're sensitive, but not to vibration like that.
Oh, gosh, mine are so sensitive. Even played with. I love having my partners suck on them or play with them or pull on them. And it's orgasmic. It's very orgasmic. I mean, it's as much as anything else. So I was like, that is my kind of toy. I think I put it on my Christmas wish list. But it's definitely something I think that would be really cool. I don't have that, but I have used some of my vibrators. I'll sometimes where I have like 5 of them or whatever, but I'll put one down below and I'll put one on my nipple. I will do that. I'll put one on my nipples when I do that, and I love that because it's just that heightened level of orgasmic experience, and so it's something very, very wonderful. Now, speaking of aftercare, mixing that into the mix of it or whatever, I had a partner a while back that literally told me, they said, Bring your favorite vibrator with you, right? And I'm going to give you a massage. And I was like, oh,
Was
okay.
this the
Yeah,
dragon?
this is the dragon. Could be. Anyway, they gave me this amazing naked massage, which was really really nice, and they did that after we had sex. It was like we had this amazing sex session, and then they's like, let me give you a massage, a full body massage, and I was like, well, this is great, and they were like, well, pull out your vibrator, right? And they used the vibrator in the mix of doing a sensual massage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I had already had orgasm. I'd already had sex. I was already through all that. And it was like, that was already amazing. And so I'm just laying there like jello, and this guy, he's just massaging me, and he's got his oils out, and I hand him my favorite little toy, and he's just, it's like a little maestro playing around there in aftercare. And it just pretty much put me to sleep by the time it was all said and done. I was like, my goodness. But he put so much detail. And, speaking of aftercare, how have you used toys in aftercare, Rube?
No, most of my aftercare experience has been me laying for about 2 minutes with a big grin on my face, maybe talking to the guy next to me, and we have some comical banter back and forth. And then I usually hop up because after I orgasm, I get a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So I've got to go. I've got to do something with it because it's like a lot of energy. It like reboots my battery. And I'm usually the one who jumps up and I go make food.
Yeah.
I'm all about let's feed them right afterwards.
Okay, so wait.
So I usually go in and whip something up because by the time my partner, decompresses and comes down and gets up out of bed, then they're usually hungry.
Right.
Most of them are hungry.
So your aftercare is feeding your partner.
What
about your partner for you? Is it that small talk? What do they do for you?
I told you, I get energized and I can't sit still.
Oh, okay. So you don't get the experience.
I don't.
Okay.
I haven't had much of that.
Oh. Okay.
In being given to me.
Oh, but you do
because I get restless.
Right,
I gotta move.
right.
I've got to go
Yeah.
because it energizes me.
Well, that's not a bad aftercare to jump up for a partner and make
no.
him something special.
I mean, I'm always whipping something up after
Yeah,
sex because so
right.
that most of the time my partners, they're hungry after sex.
Oh, wow.
I've worn them out.
Yeah.
And they just want about 5 minutes to chill.
Oh, goodness.
And get their energy back. And then they're usually hungry.
Oh, goodness.
So
I was not expecting you tell a story like that of aftercare where you're actually the one giving the aftercare.
Absolutely.
I have, most experiences, and I'm gonna have to think through this, but I think almost every experience I've ever had, it's always been a partner giving me aftercare. After sex and stuff like that. So I feel like a pillow princess there for a second. It's like, oh my God, I'm just listening to that. But I never even thought about that, of doing that, because I've had partners where, after sex, whether I get a lot of massages, they like to do that. I've had one bathe me, take me to the bath or take me to a shower. And
I've
bathe
had
me.
those as pre-care.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah,
I've had
too.
massages before the sex happens.
So you had pre-care, yeah.
Well,
okay.
it's normally the only time you get me to sit still.
Yeah. Well, I've had a couple of partners give me a massage before sex, but it's usually I usually get the most of them are after sex.
So
it's like,
what would you do as aftercare for a partner, since you said you've never actually given aftercare?
Yeah.
You've always been the receiver of it, and I've always been the giver.
I think the one time that I did it, it was kind of an aftercare situation where my partner was a man, and he bathed me afterwards, and then I bathed him, and so it was like the aftercare I did is like, but he
I've
did
done
me
that.
first, and then I did him. But yeah, I did something like that, and obviously, bathing, I really think that's very erotic. I love water. Oh my goodness, I love water. It's my sign. I'm an Aquarian, and I do love being around the water. I love being in the water. I love water. I love sex and water. I love after sex and water, before sex and water. So doing something with water would be fun to do with a partner, and some form of aftercare. Definitely the bathing and stuff like that. I think the other thing I could do is like aromatherapy would be really kind for a partner. Doing some aromatherapy, maybe some candles and some scented oils and things like that. But making something that's a pretty sweet deal too, because it's like I could see my man taking care of me, and all of a sudden I'm gonna go bake you some cookies, honey. You did a good job.
Well, it's not as a reward. It's just,
Yeah.
hey, it's
Yeah.
tending to my partner and their needs.
Right. Oh,
And
absolutely.
I usually am
Yeah.
naked doing it
Yeah.
as well.
Well, you were the naked cooker, right? The
So-
naked chef. Yeah.
So,
goodness.
I would always prepare it naked, and then we'd
Right.
sit down and have the meal together or the
Right.
food together naked. And it kind of just kept going. And then by that time, your tummy's full, you've gotten off, you start getting that
Yeah.
energy back. Sometimes you hit replay with
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh
But,
yeah.
you mentioning the shower as an
Yeah.
aftercare that you had with a partner, it jogged my memory.
Oh boy.
I did have one experience where I had a partner after we had sex. We went into his shower and he wanted to make sure that we freshened up afterwards because it got kind of messy. It
Yes.
got, he
That's
was in
sex sometimes. Isn't
he
it?
was in a private backyard. We were
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
It was a summer day. He wanted to make sure we got freshened
Yeah.
up. And before then, I had literally never had a partner ask to go take a shower with me.
Really.
It
That's
just didn't
surprising.
cross anybody's
Yeah.
mind, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. It just
I've had a lot of partners want to do that.
and
They're
it
just
was
like, yeah.
it was nice. It was a little odd for me at first because I'd never had that experience. But I understood the sentiment
Yeah.
behind it and how the purpose of it
Yeah.
and it was refreshing and nice that day to go in and get cleaned up because then I felt like we could go out to dinner if we wanted to afterwards and we were presentable. Not that I'm offended by walking around smelling like sex myself, all day, but we were going out in public and to
Yeah,
be respectful. And that's actually what we
Yeah.
ended up doing, and it was by his prompting. So
Yeah.
the whole thing, I guess, was a form of aftercare. There's so many ways.
There's a lot of ways. I mean, I've even had partners, and one of the things I really, really like is, after having great sex, is just to be held and caressed really, really lightly and stuff like that. And so, just kind of the sensations and just kind of like it's like a cool down, because you had this very
Yeah.
active sex going on, and then you just want to have that.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, if you had that very active sex going on. But yeah, like having a partner who just embraces you. I really love to be embraced and touched, and I'm such a woman of touch. I love to be touched. I've even had partners where after sex, while they're laying there, they'll even sit there and just toy with my nipples. Whether it's with their hands or whether with one of my toys or vibrators or stuff like that.
That gets me
Yeah.
reworked up. So there is no aftercare. It's just right back into
Well,
what was
that's
going
something
on.
different about me.
And
right.
that's what that does. And that's probably why it's like aftercare
Yeah.
never quite takes place a lot of times because if a partner does that, then he usually
Yeah.
re-stimulates me and then we're back at it until we're just totally exhausted.
Yeah.
And all we want is like pizza on the couch in front of a movie.
Yeah.
Kind of
Oh
situation.
yeah. I'm more of a girl where, I can just keep orgasming until my partner wears out. That's pretty much me. And you can flip it on and flip it off. It seems like it's one of those, as long as I at least have a handful of orgasms, I'm good. But if you just want to keep on going, we'll just keep on going.
And
So-
I just realized for the listeners who are new to aftercare,
Yeah.
did we
I don't
even
know.
give a definition of what
We so should've.
aftercare is?
Yeah, let's give a definition of
So
aftercare.
aftercare is about tending to your partner after sex happens.
Right. Yeah.
And it can take on many different shapes and forms depending on the individuals. I think sometimes it could even be maybe your partner really enjoys reading a book and,
Yeah.
finding their favorite book and giving them the space to unwind. It's really just a way to kind of, when you orgasm, sometimes your head can get out in space or up in the clouds. And it's a way of regrounding your body, your emotions, your
Yeah.
senses. and bringing them back down to the livable space.
Right. Yeah.
So whatever does that for you or your partner, that's what aftercare is.
Yeah, I've had even, it's like moments if you've ever done yoga and you have that moment where you just sit there and meditate, almost a meditative aftercare. I've had meditative aftercare with partners
I've
where
done
we just
that.
sit there and embrace each other and we just we meditate together or we feel each other's energy and stuff like that. And I've had all different types of aftercare, but I love it. I do love aftercare after sex. I love partners who do that. So listen up, men. That's a really great quality, but women love that. Unless they like to jump up out of bed like Ruby and make
Unless I
something.
get energized and go, you hungry?
Yeah, you're hungry.
Let me whip
Oh,
something up.
goodness.
And that's usually what I'm saying as I'm leaving the bedroom.
Yeah, although I think there'd be a lot of guys that would like that too. I
You
mean, I have to
know?
be honest, there'd be a lot of guys like, feed me, because
Yeah.
they work up, they work. I mean, I know I
Hey,
make my
sex
guys
can
work.
be. Sex
Yeah.
can be. We all
Oh.
need some substance.
Yeah.
And actually, food is a great way to ground.
So do you have a top 5, or what is your favorite sex toy? Speaking, because we're
Oh,
talking
my
about
gosh.
sex toys. Do you have a top 5?
That's so little.
I know. I had to narrow you down.
that's so a small amount because they
Yeah.
all do something different.
Right. I know they
I'm
do.
not big into the suckers or,
Right.
those types of toys. It just doesn't hit my buttons, right?
Yeah. Me neither.
I
don't
have
really care for
girlfriends
those.
that love them.
Yeah.
And I think that's awesome. I wish it worked on me because it seems so simple to me.
Yeah.
But probably just in general, always like a good butt plug.
Yes.
Always like a good vibrator. Always enjoy a good thruster. Like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is what's in my nightstand. I have the entire second
Yeah.
drawer of a large nightstand that has nothing but sex toys in it.
Oh.
And in that range, I have a vibrator that you can internally put in, but it's small. So
Yeah.
it's purse size.
Oh.
And it's really
ooh.
good to travel with.
Yeah.
But I use it as a clit vibrator.
Yeah.
Because it's small enough
Right.
that it doesn't get in the way if somebody's going down on you or you're
Right.
having sex
Yes.
or you're using another toy on yourself.
Right.
It's real handy to get into those small spots.
Yeah.
And it has really nice vibration.
Oh, I love
You know,
doing that with a
just-
partner when they're having
and it
sex.
lasts.
Yeah, I love it when a guy's behind me. I'll take a little vibrator sometimes.
So, and I've got a
Oh.
crystal
yeah.
toy dildo that can be, one side is used for anal and the other side is used for vaginal.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Which is really nice. And
Yeah.
I love it because of the temp play,
Yes.
the temperature play. It heats up really quickly to your body
Yeah.
temp. You can warm it. You can stick it in the freezer.
Huh.
I can share it with people and put it into the dishwasher
You may have to share that one
and
with me because I haven't tried it,
sanitize
Crystal.
it. So it's a really good one to have that I feel
Yeah.
comfortable and safe
Yeah.
sharing with partners and not
Do you have like
cross-contaminating.
is there a checkout we put on that to borrow that toy?
I don't know. I haven't had that request
I've never used a
yet.
crystal, so I don't know what that's like. It sounds fascinating.
And I have toys that are my favorites
Yeah.
that I don't share.
yeah. Oh, I
That's a
know.
very
Yeah, it is very
personal
personal.
item.
Yeah.
I don't share it all. But the
Right.
crystal one is one that I'm
Right.
flexible
Yeah.
with to be using with a partner.
Yeah.
Because of that, it's a
Right.
great beginner introduction to temperature play.
Yeah.
It's a great introduction to anal play. It's not, overwhelming or looks ominous to bring out to someone. It actually
Right.
looks fun.
Right.
So I have that one in my nightstand. I have 2 or 3 different types
Oh my
of
gosh.
thrusters.
All in your nightstand.
Oh yeah,
my
I
goodness,
told you
honey.
I have a large nightstand drawer.
Oh.
And I've got this small little space
Yeah.
that has Kleenexes and chapstick and other
I am
personal
going to have to come
items.
over and check out your toy collection in more detail. I've got
It's
5
insane.
vibrators.
I've got a
Yeah.
problem.
Yes.
I admit that I may have a problem, but I
Yeah.
don't care.
Oh, I just have 5, and I have a few others, but I would say 5 are my favorite that are they're in my nightstand as well. And I've got several full-size vibrators that are very, very powerful. I like them really, really powerful. I want them like really, really buzzing, and I want a lot of different modes on them, different features where they different
Yeah.
zaps. I like to change it up. So I've got several of those, and then I've got some smaller ones like you were talking about that you can use with a partner during sex.
I'm not a big
Yeah.
fan of bullets, though. I have
Oh,
one.
no, those are too small.
I'm just
Yeah.
not a big fan. And actually, I have a funny story
Yeah.
to tell. I actually had a girlfriend that she and her partner were playing around,
Yeah.
and her partner thought it'd be a good idea to attempt to use it anally.
A bullet?
Wrong choice. Don't do that. Please don't do that. It took them hours of trying to fish it out. Anyway, and they didn't know if they were going to have to go to the ER for it because it
wow.
was a problem.
It just must.
It disappeared. It wasn't intentional for that to happen, but
goodness.
anyway, I'm not a
Yeah.
big fan of bullets. Well,
Yeah.
you mentioned small vibrators.
Yeah, well, mine's not that small. My large ones are probably over a foot long.
Yeah.
And my small one's like 6 inches. It's half that, 6 inches, and I got a couple like that. And then I have a vibrating anal toy that's kind of like it looks like butt beads or whatever, but it's not. But it's a vibrator. It's all connected vibrator, and it's got all these different modes. And sometimes it's like I can use some of these in different combination. And then I have this one that's literally for my nipples, and it's literally like a big mushroom. It looks like a mushroom, and it literally looks like a mushroom, but it's great on your nipples, and it's got a really, really powerful.
Okay, you said that your nipples are really sensitive.
God,
Have
yes.
you used the sucker toys on them?
I have, and I have not been in.
It doesn't
do
work
anything.
for you?
No, the suckers don't do anything on anything I have.
But
really.
wouldn't
It's not like enough suck.
Wouldn't it kind of be the same, similar as the vibrating bra?
No,
Because I've actually seen a designed bra
I saw those too, actually.
that
recently.
vibrates.
Yeah, the whole,
and
it's
so,
the whole bra.
yeah,
right.
the whole bra.
I would like the cups because you can put it with whatever bra you're wearing, and who knows if that bra is really supportive. That comes with the toy bra.
Oh no, it's just
But,
for sexy
yeah.
time.
Well, I was wanting something that I could actually, put on whenever. Or sexy time's great too. But yeah, it's like I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that bra out. It's pretty fascinating. It's got me really, really interested in it. I don't know. But yeah, the sucker stuff doesn't work. I don't feel like it doesn't suck enough maybe. Because I do like my nipples sucked on if it's like by a human being. But I like them really sucked on really hard, And so I think if I had a sucker type machine, it would have to really have some really serious suction power to do anything.
Gregarious.
Yes. And if
about
somebody made one like that, I would bite. But it's got to have some really serious suction power, I had a male partner use his penis pump. A penis pump, mind you, on my nipples.
Actually,
and I actually liked that. That was actually kind of wild.
They make domes for nipple suction like that.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
It's not just penis pumps.
Yeah, I've not tried.
And by
one
the
of
way,
those.
I even have toys for men.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got the whole gambit because I'll see one that catches my fancy, and then I'm like, "Can you try this out?"
Yeah,
I don't have
bet.
to be there. I just want you to try it out, but I want the toy back.
Yeah. Well, I know I've seen a lot of your videos on the channel here, and you do have a lot of male toys too. I know you got your plethora of toys are just
For
everywhere.
our
Yeah.
listeners, she's referring to my YouTube channel.
Yes, your YouTube channel where she's, her podcast is there too, but yes, she also does a lot of reviews for all sorts of adult novelties and things like that. So yeah, if you want to watch somebody check out a toy, this girl knows what she's talking about. Give it a review.
I really delve in like it's Christmas.
Yeah, you do.
So, do you prefer toys being used in aftercare? Is that like a preference for you, or does it really matter when it comes to aftercare?
I wouldn't say it's a preference, but I also wouldn't say I say that I actually like it. I do like it in aftercare, and I half and half. I definitely could say half and half.
That's fair.
I think toys are a lot of fun in aftercare. Is it needed? No, it's not necessarily needed because there's a lot of other things you can do too. I've even had partners where they'll take ice and they'll trace my
Temperature
back and do
play.
temperature play with me
Yeah.
afterwards or hot wax afterwards.
See,
Oh my
all
goodness,
of that just
hot wax.
reignites me
Yeah.
to go back in.
Well,
to
that type of stuff
jump in
kind of
the
relaxes
sheets.
me, actually, especially if I've had sex.
See, this
Right.
is where aftercare gets really particular to the partners
It does,
involved
yeah.
and what they like and why it has so many potentials.
Well, it's where you should
So
communicate
many
with your partner.
possibilities
Yeah.
to do to find out what your
Yeah.
partner enjoys.
Yeah.
Because there's no set rules or boxes
Yeah.
for in it. It's just really about making
Absolutely.
sure it's whatever regrounds your partner.
Yeah, it really is.
It's really about
some of
the
those things you're right.
regrounding.
You could do them before sex and after sex. I mean, I've had partners do the ice and the hot wax before sex, and I've also had partners do the ice and the hot wax after sex. And I have to say, I like it after sex best because it's like
Really?
it really, yeah, it's so much more enjoyable. Just it's like a sensation play to come down.
Right,
coming
but
down off that
but if
orgasmic
it
plateau.
I'm surprised because if it relaxes you, I would
Yeah.
think that it would get you more in the mood
Oh,
for
no, honey.
sexy time
I'm in the mood right off the
than
bat.
it is, a wind down.
Yeah, no,
because
I'm pretty
some
hot and-
people need that relaxation,
Yeah,
that
to get-
decompression to
Yeah.
get in the mood for sexy time.
I am not one of those girls. I'm pretty much hot to go. You could blow on me and I'm ready to rock. So that's about it. I mean, I do not need much workup. But I do love the work down. And the work down is really important with aftercare. And so I am a big fan of aftercare with my lovers. And I look for men that like to do that. I look for, what do they call them? I have there's a new term, and I'm gonna throw this out there: pleasure doms. Oh my goodness, I learned about that. A lot of pleasure doms. I see them on these dating sites, and I'm like, oh, what does that mean? And everyone I've talked to, they're like, that's what they love to do. They love to
Yeah.
give you pleasure, but they're really big in the ones I've talked to, at least, are really big into aftercare after they please you.
Well,
so
I
it's like,
don't want our listeners to think that to give aftercare, you have to be a pleasure dog.
Oh no.
Aftercare works for anyone and everyone.
Yes, it does.
And it's something that's really nice to add to your intimate sexual
is,
experience
yeah.
with a partner.
In whatever relationship dynamic you
And,
have.
communication as to what that is for each individual.
Mm-hmm.
Some people may not realize that they like it. Some people have never had it in their life. Like, I don't have that much experience in getting it. I give
Right.
it. I do in giving it.
I just thought of another one that I've had a handful of partners do with me, and it's something recently that's happened to me in the past few years, is they play with my feet. They suck on my toes. Oh my God, they suck on my toes. And I never had anybody do that until the last few years, but I love that.
I
Oh my
do like a
God.
good
Oh,
foot massage.
A foot massage or a toe
Like after
sucking.
sex, I will stop and
Yeah.
slow down
Yeah.
for a foot massage.
Yeah, I've actually
I
had...
love having my feet
I've had
massaged.
my feet massaged and sucked on and played with as a before care and an after care.
Yeah.
And that is an amazing date. I've had some really amazing dates, especially if they're good at it.
So,
if you're gonna
are
do it,
you
go learn at it.
saying part of an aftercare for you is you're into kind of foot fetish stuff?
I wouldn't ever have said I was into foot
Because
fetish,
that's a
but
foot fetish
I will
thing.
say that I've had...
From my
Yeah,
experience.
well, it is. I'm sure it is. Over the past few years, I've had a few lovers that they had a foot fetish, and they were like, "Oh, can I play with your feet?" And I was like, "Okay, I guess, sure." And I was a little skeptical, but I found that they were really good at it, and it was really amazing. I even had one lover was able to give me orgasms from sucking on my toes, and that blew my mind. So if I'm into foot fetishes now, I guess I am. But it's like I really love having my feet played with by a man.
But
and-
see, that's
yeah.
a great aftercare.
Oh, it is a great aftercare.
So
Oh.
you can see how it's so open and so allows for individuality
It really does.
and tailoring. Literally, it's your imagination with aftercare that are the boundaries and the
Yes.
limits. So embrace it, have fun with it, explore it, Bring toys into it if you want.
Yes.
But just have a great time, not only with your toys, definitely have a great time with your toys, but also with the aftercare experience, because it's for both of you.
And tell us what you like. Write in, let us know what kind of aftercare you love.
If you want to show us some love, donate at rubydaytv.com, the home of all my exclusives. And don't forget to leave the show a rating or a review.